Thanks, Gino. I'm here with the women's rugby assistant coach, Jen Salomon, who recently returned from Barbados after competing in the Flow Rugby Barbados World Sevens tournament. And Jen, thank you so much for joining us. Now, your team is the Northeast Academy, which is a national development academy for USA Rugby. How did you get involved with all this?
Well, over the summer, I played for a sevens team out of New York City, an elite sevens team called Old Blue. They've been around for many years. They're a very well-known program for men and women. The women's program actually began a few years back, I think 4 or 3 years ago. One of my best friends played for New Haven, where I currently play for, 15s club, and he went over to play for Old Blue and was like, "You should come play for the women's team. You should try it out. I think you could play at that level." So I went to New York City, commuted 4 hours every 2 or 3 days in the summer to play for Old Blue. And then a lot of the Old Blue players were a part of this academy. They pretty much introduced me to it. I started going to the training sessions over the summer that they had for Northeast Academy, and then pretty much led me here.
Awesome, that's great.
Right.
And what was it like to compete in this tournament in Barbados?
It was my first time in sevens competing at that high performance, environment. There was a great talent all over. There were teams from Canada, Scotland, a lot of great U.S. teams. The competition was challenging, to say, but it was just an amazing experience. It was my first time in the Caribbean, my first time traveling out of the country for rugby. Overall, I was just very thankful and grateful to even be there with the academy, of course.
For sure. And specifically, what was it like facing those high-level athletes?
I would say a reality check, pretty much a reality check.
Yeah.
The team that I competed with, it's a selection team, so it was out of a pool of probably around 40 women, and a lot of us have never played together before. So we entered the first game. We didn't do as well as we should have, but each game after that we improved greatly, and that's obviously because we had to get our chemistry, we needed to mesh, pretty much.
Okay. And how do you take what you learned from playing at both an international level and a club level and put it towards your coaching philosophies for the Pioneers spring season?
Right. So in the academy we have the head coaches are Stephen Lewis, Tom Fury, and Gary Hibner. And they are amazing. They have tons of experience, and they're super passionate about sharing that with their players. I've learned so much in such a short time in regards to sevens. And drills, everyone there has the same mindset and motivation, and that's exactly what I want to bring here to the program. Every time I go to training sessions, when I get home, I have a notepad that I just write drills that we've learned, concepts, strategies, tactics, that I will definitely implement in the spring, obviously, because I didn't have much sevens experience as a player in undergrad, and I think this will just benefit. Rugby is all about growing the game and spreading the knowledge, so getting and absorbing what I've done in the past 6 months and then bringing it to the players, I think it's going to benefit them greatly, especially it's going to be a different seven season from last year because of all this just knowledge that I'm gaining.
And your team finished 4th out of 10 teams in the 2-day event. How do you feel about their performance?
Like I said before, we started off a little slow, but it just gets better from here. This tournament, obviously, is our first step into the 2017 touring season. So if we just learn what we need to fix as a team, as individuals, and then kind of just push that tournament aside and just look forward, I think we're going to do great things. We have a few big tournaments coming up, and the only way is to move forward. And there's a lot of talent on the team, from lots of experienced players, they're older players, lots of vets. We have young players coming in, so I think if we can put all that together and all the strengths, we can do a lot of damage down the road.
Definitely. Well, good luck with the upcoming tournaments. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, definitely.
You're very welcome. Be sure to check out the women's rugby team when they begin their spring slate in early 2017. But now we're going to send it back to Aaron and Kyle to get us all caught up on the ice.